G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon, our mods, sorry, not our mod series, that was a previous series. I want to say mods in the West Country, but this isn't the West Country anymore. This is our Steam release. It's the Passengers update, and we have double tracking going on. So in between the episode, I tidied up a little bit and just put some double tracking around. Now, of course, this is the train that we kicked off with in the last episode. It goes from the supply points, comes out, branches out here, delivers coal, then branches out here and delivers coal and iron ore. But we're getting these guys are banking up, so we're not quite balancing it right. So I've stockpiled a little bit of money, and I've got plans to redo some of this with some signals and a second train. So let you enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so here we are, we're back over at Gwalior Transfer, and we are fixing things up a little bit. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wait for this train to deliver its cargo. Once it's done that, it'll be empty and heading back to its pickup point, and at that point I'm going to send it back to the depot for reconfiguring. So you can see the train hangs over the back here, yeah, this train is gonna speedily unload there, but really quite slowly unload in these points. So that's how that sort of works. There we go, he's ready to go. So let's send him back to depot, and we click on send back to depot, and we set it to here, this one. Yep, brilliant. Train should just spawn back there. If we go like this, yeah, train will spawn its way back. So we'll sit in the depot over here and we'll have a look at it, and now we'll just do speed 1. Let's rebalance this. So very first thing I'm going to do is buy a second train. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure this train here to go to here, and just do the coal to there. So let's reconfigure him first, and if he's got at the moment, let me just check on, yeah, at the moment this is what he was doing. He was dropping off the first 7 and then the remaining 4. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to go 8, 9 and 10. So if I change, if I drop this guy, let's go to, in fact, no, let's leave them all. Yeah, I'm going to just leave them all actually. Yep, so there we go. So he's now going to do that, and then we're going to go apply, and then in his order, we'll refresh it. Click over here, in his order I'm going to take off the final one, so we go to edit, I'm going to remove the Gwalior bit, and at Crookwell branch we're going to say please drop off from all, because it's all of the coal. Now this is in response to something I noticed, that even though we've got the game going and we're dropping off to here, we're actually showing as bad for this guy. Bad, well, the wood I've just tried to up manually, but bad there and bad here. So we have the trucks, I think, to make them to do the movements, but we don't have enough stock coming in to get the trucks, and therefore we always got a bit of a backlog here, and same over at Gwalior. So that would be the first train, and he would just go out to here. The next train, now let me just check here. So this is a 90 ton, 170, and it's a 60 kilometers an hour. I kind of wanted to do a second different type of train, but I'm going to be smart. Let me borrow all the money. I'm going to try and be a little smart here and just take, do you want the second one? It is only 10 kilometers an hour difference, and it's a bit cheaper. Let's do that so we can have variety. We'll have 2 different ones in there. Okay, so for this guy, we want a fair bit dropped off here as well. So we are now going to go and we're going to say, right, we want at least, these guys hold 8. So we want at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make all of these guys into this. Yep, and then if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do the other lots, if I do this like this, that'll make them all. So now I just have to manually put these guys back. Okay, so again, it's going to be a pick up and drop off of all. There's not the train dropping off specifics. It is the whole load at least. 377 out of the 895, so we're doing pretty well there with the money. And so here's that's his configuration. But his route is going to be, please, add stop. So let's put the route here. So we're going to go add stop. And it's going to be over at the Crookwell Southwest. We'll rename this. This might be the hub eventually, but we'll rename it. We want a full load. And then we want a full unload over here. And I should be looking at it in this aspect as well, because this is what I said I would do. Let's see. So Gwalia transfer, we want a full unload. Okay, brilliant. So this is going to be, I think I'm going to call this one, is it Gwalia? Yeah. Gwalia Freight. And then the other one is Freight, Mixed Freight 1, I believe. Yeah, Mixed Freight 1 and Gwalia Freight. So let's go like that. Okay. So it'll be full load and full unload. And that's like that. Now we have the two. Now the only thing we need to do now is go and put signals into the system. So the first thing I'll do, the first thing I want to do here is let me signal up just here. So train signals. Now I'm going to use the semaphores. So I want a pre-semaphore here. Yep. And then I want a matching regular semaphore here, which is heading in the other direction. And let's line these guys up perfectly if we can. Yep, and then over here, this is heading in this direction, so it's going to be semaphore one way, and then coming out, I'm going to go pre's, because there's an intersection up ahead with a semaphore coming out here, and then this guy going in that direction to line up with them. So that'd be nice. I will do one here, much to the horror of my friend who hates my signaling. This over here is after the intersection, so that's going that way and that's going that way. But these two will both need semaphores, and let's see if we can get them in. So we want one there, and we definitely want one here, and just to put one here as well. The rest of the network should be pretty good. I'm going to put one just before this. We are going to redo this. Now all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go semaphore and pre and then regular, and then heading in this direction. He's heading away is going to be a regular one, but then there's going to be a pre heading into the intersection, and same over here. You're heading away from the intersection. He's got a regular signal, but over here we've got a semaphore. Let's do this branch line next. I think it could be two regulars here, just block signals. And then over this way, it seems to be that there's just one platform here. So this is all lovely. And we'll just do it like this just to make it, that's all pretty good actually. I think that could be good. And over here, I believe we've only got, we can put these two here just to have some trains running closer together, although we don't have the rolling stock at the moment. So we'll say you're going that way and you're going that way. And that's all pretty good. So I think we should be right to now release the trains. And that was one of the big things I wanted to do this episode. So let's do that. Let's go release, and hopefully these guys don't get lost. They do not. They come out nicely, and they're coming out there and they're blocking. Whoa, yeah, they are. And they'll fill up. Yeah, they're filling up. Just waiting on a bit of coal to come in, and he goes. Cool, so we will look at it this way. Let's just keep it on the higher speed for the moment. We're then going to change the bus network. We're going to make an adjustment to the bus network, which is going to be quite lovely. Okay, so there's this one going out there for Crookwell, and this one going out to Gwalia. So now the two trains will go in each direction, and they'll take much less time to go back. So I think that'll be pretty good. Yeah. Great, that part works. Just checking, I haven't run trains on the whole network yet, so I just want to make sure everything works. Over there should be pretty good. We're asking for full. The cars are moving around. I can see it. We're asking for a full. Yep, there we go. So they're all doing lovely. So we'll go speed 1. We'll let it all. Actually, let me just see this one go through that intersection. Train is coming back. Yeah, he comes through. Nice. And there we are, that's brilliant. Okay, so let's just go speed 1 now, and now let's make an adjustment to the bus network. So at the moment, the buses, let's just pause. The buses at the moment are going, let's see our stops. So starting on here, they were going 1, 2, and then they were going 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 over here. Now what I want to do is put a road along here. And I have the road on the top and the rail on the thing, and I can get rid of all of this. No roads here. This entire place can be factory. The only pickup would be there. So from here, I can delete all the roads. So I think that's what I want to do. I want to put roads up the top, and I think that'd be quite nice. I don't mind if these two towns expand towards each other as well. So I'm going to keep this road. Now I think eventually we're going to want a train station up here, because I think that could be good. This serves this nicely, but I think we could have a train station coming in here quite at some stage. So I want to leave alongside the lake for the train station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it up on the second level up. So let's get this one going, and we'll see. And then we're going to redo the buses, just completely redo them. Let me see. So stay up there. Do that. Just looking at the costage of all of this. Yeah, that's not too bad. You're going straight across. How much are you going to cost? 18,000. Not too bad at all. Very nice. Very nice. You're not going up at all, so that'd be good. You're pretty good. These guys have to do a bit of left and right. Just watching the cost there. Oop, yep. And then if I do, say, this and this, now they're connected. So it's about the same. It's probably less, actually. It's probably a lot less. But what I thought I would do with the buses, if I can, is let's send all of the buses. So let's go to Fleet Manager. Let's sort by route. Go and get all of the buses. And I'm going to go speed 1, let the game play for a sec. And I'm going to send all the buses back to depot. Yeah, I'm going to put them all into this depot here. Okay, so all the buses should now start to route back, and they just stop where they are, and then they just, there they go, and they zip all back in. So all the buses should be going back in there now. We'll pause the game for a second, and now I want to go, where is it? Depot. So here it is here, and I want to get this bus route, and I want to edit this bus route. And we'll keep this here as well, so we can let them all go. Okay, so I want to edit this bus route, and basically I want to delete everything. And I think I could do this. Yep, there we go. So add the first stop. Let's do... Alright, so they're coming out of here. So let's do the first stop as here, and then we'll do it back. So we'll start off this way, and we'll go. Now there's going to be, I think we need to put a few more stops in. Yeah, I like the idea of one big bus route though, so that's all pretty good. Okay, let's put another bus station in. Let's put another bus stop in here, out this way. So let's do one here. I think that's pretty good. Is it? Yeah, is that good? Can I do it that side and get that one? I can, yes, brilliant. Okay, so there's one there. And then over here, I think we should put one up this way as well, because these are they pickups? There's no bus pickup there. It's got this one. Let me see if I click on him. Not really, but then that's fine. What about over here? Where's the next bus route stop here? It's this one. So we haven't got anything out here. So let's put one out here, and this can be a good little expansion. Yeah, we'll put him there. Okay, so I still want the buses doing a massive amount. So let's keep the garage closed. Let's just see, do we need any more bus stops anywhere? If I go bus stops, let me see. I wish there was a coverage button where I can see where everything's covered, but I need to look at where the stops are. I think we should have one here. Yeah, I think this could be pretty good. There's one there. I think we should have one just here. Let's put it on the other side. Let's do a double bus stop for that one. And can I probably should... Can I put double bus stops over the top of the other ones? Nope. Can I upgrade this one? No, I could delete it and replace it. Okay, that's fine. All right, now is the hard part, because we've got to make sure we get all of the bus stops. So I want to go add stop, and we'll start here. So let's start at the very end. And we're going to go here, transfer, and then another stop. Okay, so we don't have to do that. Okay, so we got that one. Then we want this one, transfer, then this one, transfer. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we turn up and do this one transfer. Then there and here. Right. Then over here it's here transfer. Then this one transfer. You got to be careful you don't select the freight depots. We probably could have put another stop in here. We haven't got one, that's fine. We'll just leave it for now. Then over here we want this one, transfer. And then we want this one, transfer. Okay, so that's all right. Yeah, it's pretty good. We can redo it in a little bit when we get the double-decker buses. Let's redo it then. So these ones are also got the little back and forth, so it'll go to all of them. And if you have a look there, there's quite a few bus stops in there. It'll go to all, and then it'll go in the reverse order on the way back, as we discussed in the last episode. So that's all pretty good. And now I'm just going to see if I go to speed 3, please. Everyone else zooms around. I now go to garage and I release 1. He should be heading all the way out to here. So let's watch him. And once we've got quite a few to go here, so we're going to release a few. So he's got a bit of distance. Let's release the next one. And he's got a bit of distance. Next one, that's 3. And then we can delete some roads from the other side. That's going to be good, including that bridge. But it's going to leave us a lot of room to put some infrastructure in, which would be quite good. I'm also keenly aware that there is a plank up here. So that's the third thing we're going to be doing this episode, is setting up our first planks. Now we've got wooden beams. Just I'm trying to release them as they go around that corner there. They turn right in this intersection. Here he is. Yep. And just to sort of space them all out a bit. Okay, and we might look at research as well, because we definitely want to get ourselves those double-decker buses. When we do that, we might start deleting some of the bus stops and putting in, well, we could put multiple routes in, but I like this big kind of, I like this at the moment. Just no idea when I'm releasing them here. I'm just sort of letting them go. At least one bus is heading out to Gwalior, isn't it? Yeah, there's a bus heading to Gwalior, just going down there. Is this guy here? Goes around the corner, we do that one. Another bus heading here. This should be going to this down to Gwalior. Yep, there you go. And the next one just went around the corner. So that is the entire fleet deployed again, and on the new sort of new system. So that means that no one should be using these roads. So what I'm going to do is you can be. So let's do this, right? And then let's do. Oh, that's up, is it? I didn't realize. Okay, so we're getting rid of all of this now. And in fact, if we hold shift, there we go. It leaves us lots of room for stuff, doesn't it? Geez, 2,000 back for that. Not very much, is it? Now, these guys, you can go. We don't need 9 supply, and we don't need any of this or that. And everything after here, we decided we would use, yeah, all of this we decided we would use for, so that's pretty good. But yeah, no roads. And then over here, we don't need this as well, because we're not doing anything by roads. So we're bringing everything by train or conveyor. Okay, so that's not too bad. And now I can go repay that, and we can go speed 1 and make sure that we're all good. Quickly checking on these guys here. So if I have a look, who's Sand on bankruptcy? Yep, so Sand is fine. National Park now accepts more wood, so that we must be doing something good. Let me see. No? Well, that's the thing. I need to probably increase the fleet. I think what I'll do now is, see, already this is much neater. It's much tidier, isn't it? It really is. We did fix this kind of little bit here. Shall we fix that now? Yeah, let's fix that now. How are the trains? Are they still moving? What is the problem here? Oop, turn the delete part off. So you're just loading up, aren't you? You need a bigger station. That's your problem. One train is there, so the other one must be off doing its thing. There it is. And you are unloading. No, you're stuck there because this guy's waiting. Yeah, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is, got a few here. Where's the problem here? Okay, so the problem here is a balance issue, isn't it? It is a balance issue. What I'm going to do is, because you're going to wait to unload, so what about if we just change this to this, then change it back to that. That deletes what's in there, and it means that the train can keep going. There we go. So that resets everyone, so they're all on an even footing, because this one was full. In fact, I'm going to do it again. That's just how you delete it. Change it and change it back. Now there's 0 and 0, and all the trucks are right to go. And if you look at that, we've got 1 iron ore, coal, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 4 and 2. So 3 and 4. So it's not too bad. We probably just need to up the coal. We'll keep an eye on this. What we don't want is this kind of this hold up. There you go. It's an even amount. So once they go, they should be good. A bit more even now. I think that evenness should work. See how these are kind of a little bit more even? Yeah, and I don't think it helps. I think we need to duplicate. Have we got, let's have a look at this. Let's go to Fleet Manager and have a look at Gwalia and the routes. So Gwalia's got 3 coal and Gwalia has iron ore 4. So let's go back to duplication. So I have to go here to my garage and I go, ooh, sorry, another one, garage, and I go, ooh, yep, okay, and I want to duplicate. So I've got, Gwalia has got 4 iron ore. Let's get a 4th coal. I want to duplicate this one. In fact, no, that's good. Yeah, let's release it. And he's got the road to get there as well, so that's all nice. Okay, so that is lovely. That is pretty good. Happy with that. Now, the next thing we wanted to do is this guy over here. Now, I believe he's on a countdown. How many days left? 48. So let's get him some planks. I'm going to pause the game. And I'm going to unlock a bit more money. So borrow a little bit more. Not everything. And what we need to do now is go over here and set up a second factory. So let me get myself, first of all, working backwards. We'll go to warehouse, and I'm going to this time select a large warehouse. And it's in range of that. Let me just do it as slightly different though. Is this? If I do it here, that's in range of that still. So let's just do it like this. Yep, let me just check that that is in range. Hover over again the same. Yep, and he's in range of this, so that's good. Okay, we want this to be these planks. Now this guy will hold 115, this guy holds 58. So we can stick in a, let's go to factories. Let's put a second line in here. So this is doing this. I'm going to do another line of wood, and I'm going to do that so that they're there. Let me do this then. Okay, let me put this here because he's going to be spinning around, so let's spin him this way. So he'd be there, so that means this guy can now be, let's do it, say, here. Yep, and let's do that as that. I've got a little plan on how I want this all to work. Now that'll split off here, yeah. And in fact, when it does that, it can go this way and now the way we can do this is we need 3 spaces. So if we hit the control, we need 3 bits. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3, I think. Is that right? Yeah. And conveyor. And now I want to go here, tunnel. And tunnel, yep. And then this guy can go straight across. Right, so he'll do that, and then we can have the other line. So this guy can eventually expand this way and they can all come across. This guy can come across here, and I think we've still got room to split these guys off here. If not, we'll move this up a little bit and give ourselves a tiny bit more room. In the meantime, let's go ahead and unpause the game. Start reversing a few of these. So these are going in, this is all going out. These need to be going in because we adjusted them, so we have to fix them. And now what we'll do is let's go conveyor, and we want this to go straight down here. Here and then tunnel. Yeah, and I want that to now do this. Okay, and we go conveyor device. Can't wait to put that filter on there. That's going to be lovely. So filters must be for mix. Now we can tuck this in a horizontal, which is nice. It sits in the same footprint, so we can tuck it, well, similar footprint, but just in the same sort of shape. Yeah, filters going to be interesting. I've not seen how they work. I can't overly see a use for them at the moment. I think it's getting a bit carried away, but I could be wrong. I guess I am actually, because they wouldn't be in the game if they're not required. So yep, that'd be good. Okay, so these guys are doing that. You can be deleted. Yes. Okay, so we've now got production of planks as well as beams. And now that we've got that, the best thing about this is, so this guy will pick up here. Now I think we've got wood supply issues, so while we've got a bit of money, yep, we've got a bit of money there. Let's get a second factory, sorry, a second mining facility, so a second sawmill here. Yeah, okay. And we're going to put that too close, so let's do it there. It's a little bit off, which I don't mind. That's quite nice. And this should up this a little bit, because we don't want these guys waiting here. We want them to load up. So let's see about this. Okay, so they're going to pick up here, and they're going to come this way, and they want to drop off. Now the best thing about this guy is he is in range of, if you look at logistics, he's in range of Crookwell North. How brilliant is that? So if I look at Crookwell North, he's delivering wood here already, but now he's actually got that there. So all we need to do is go and grab ourselves a car. A truck even. Shall we do a truck? That'd be lovely. Right, and this is going to be planks. So set him to planking. Bit of a shame because 45,000 for this one, and I'm going to want to replace it with a bigger engine one shortly, but we'll have to do the research on that. Okay, let's set up the logistics network. And we want to add a stop. Oops, sorry. We want to add a stop in at wood supply, and we want a full load. Then we want a full unload at Crookwell. Full unload at Crookwell. I want to borrow everything at the moment. And this is going to be called wood plank to Crookwell. And I think we need to bite the bullet here and go. So there you are. So we've got one. Let's do 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Ooh, yes, I think it is, because we need to really get production up, which is really going to put the pressure on this busy little bee already. Where is it? This guy's busy already, but we might have to put a second one in here. I suppose we could actually put a second unit in here, put another one over there. Really need one-way roads, because then I can set up a whole network here. There's a mod that, like I said, that can help you with the spacing out of these, but we're not playing with a mod at the moment. So I don't know if I can research some better setup ones of these. I don't believe so. Anyway, it is moving. There's a lot of trucks there. It is kind of moving though. I need to make sure. I think this is helping. I think the second one here is definitely helping. I'll put a third in if we need it, but the whole idea is going to be wood supply, because I need a backlog here. And in fact, I think once this fills up and once this fills up, you'll get a backlog and everything will just be ready to go. So these trucks, everything that pulls in should just get immediately filled up. There shouldn't be any. There's a couple of seconds delay there for raw wood, but never any delay for those guys. Never any delay for for the beams and those. Okay, that is lovely. So we have done pretty good. Hardware store has received its first wood plank. Thank you very much. And I don't believe I need to turn to save that one from bankruptcy. I think that'll just go away. We'll get the notice about that. So at the moment, how's coal going? Is it better? Average. We've gone from bad to average, so that is pretty good. Okay, so the very last thing I want to do this episode is I want to look at research. And now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I feel like there's networks, there's not roads blocking everything. I think we're going to get somewhere. I can see all this being cleared out. We might leave these 2 mountains here and just have everything else down at grade. And I think I'll even have the deposits sitting up, and I'll have it down at this level, I think, for everywhere a bit later on. But let's see. Big industrial kind of area. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's look at the research now. We definitely want to research ourselves something. Just checking this one. Dalgety. Well, Dalgety's a basket. Oh, sorry. We want to leave the notifications as it is. Dalgety's a basket case, and we probably should get to Dalgety at some point. Now that we've got this pickup, if Dalgety wanted either of these 2 products, we'd run a train straight in here, but he wants wood. And at the moment, we're not really bringing wood in. Oh, yes, we are. There's wood there. So if I bring the wood down to here... Oh, man, yeah. I got the laboratory in the wrong area, haven't I? I need this to be closer to these guys. Everything's too spread apart. There's going to be a bit of reshaping going on here, isn't there? Right, let's look at this. Make sure we're on speed 1 so we don't race through. Okay, so wood processing is done. No one else is asking for iron smelting, because that'll give us the iron bars, but no one's asking for that at the moment. So I think we're going to want our gasoline too. And these give us trucks that carry 7 instead of 5. But then diesel engine next. These guys will then go up to 11, and we get the double-decker bus and the single level bus 18 and 22. Yeah, brilliant. Look at this one, 128,000, 75 kilometers an hour, 65 kilometers, but only 88,000. But also we get some faster trains as well, which could be quite good. Oh, and oh man, look at this passenger one. This could be brilliant. Holds 24 people as well. Okay, so we're going to put passenger trains in at some point. And I need to start reserving space for passenger trains. That's a real important thing that we probably need to do. We might look at it just before ending the episode. Okay, so research, please. We'd like to do gasoline too. And just before we do that, I want to check what these messages are. Demand increased. Business National Park accepts less iron parts. Iron parts, that's not something we're doing soon. Iron bars. And that's in Crookwell. And sand is going out and going bankrupt. Well, iron bars is what we want, but I think before we do that, let's do things in order. Let's do the gasoline too, then we'll do iron smelting. Now they both require iron ore to be shipped in here. And that's going to be fine. Look at the price, 421k, 450. So let's kick off with it. We're going to do gasoline too, but both of them require the same. So at least when we do one, we can do the other one as well. So this here is lovely. And that means that what I could do now is, because you're not doing anything, are you? You just need that. So we can stay with the original plan. Let's get ourselves a small warehouse and face it the same way and put it with this, so it's in range of that, which is nice. If I click on this and hit logistics, I can see they're connected. This is slightly out of range, and then all I need to do then is split off conveyor device, split this off and put it even at the front, which would be nice, and do a split here. There we go. And I'm just going to give this a double flip just to make sure we're all good. But if I just speed this up now, we can see here with the research, we are now ready to go. And you'll see the research. There we go. The research is kicking off. So the research is waiting for 6 to accrue. And each cost is 5,610. So we've got to remember this is, I think this research is about 300,000, which is, I mean, it gets expensive from here on in. So gone are the cheap days. Okay, wood beam. Gwalia though. Oh, Gwalia with the wood beam. Well, do you know what? We've got people requesting things left, right and center, and we can't do everything at the moment. So we've started researching this. I could put a second laboratory in, but I won't. I'm just going to do one at the moment. Later on, we'll put a second one in for sure. But at the moment, we're just simply going to start researching this one. And then after that, we'll kick off with iron smelting. Once we get to iron smelting, let's see, is everyone happy here? You both getting, look at the color. Good. So this has now gone to good, and at 400 per sortie, that's great for coal. And this has now gone to excellent at 455. So we balanced that. And have we? Have we balanced it? Yeah, no, we haven't balanced it. So the problem is this one gets dropped off. Yeah, the problem is this one gets dropped off a lot earlier. So I'm actually thinking what we'll do is this is in reach of both of those. So what I'm actually going to do, this is a bit crazy, but I think the best thing to balance this is if we, yeah, let's do this. Let's pause and let's reset this guy again. All right. So we reset it like this. Okay, so he's now that and they're empty. All right. And now I can unpause it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to delete this one. And I want the, so it was Gwalior East. Were you going to Gwalior East? Yeah. So we want the delivery point for this to now be, pause for a sec, and we're going to make it add stop, and it's going to be Gwalior North. So everyone's going to go to the same one. It's going to be full unload. And I'm going to change the name of it there, Gwalior East. It's going to be Gwalior North. So why are you doing that? Gwalior East. Hang on. Let me just see here if I unpause the game and then do this. Is it Gwalior North? It is now Gwalior North. Brilliant. So that was because it was paused. So the good thing there is now I can go ahead. So this guy is going to Gwalior North and the coalman is going to Gwalior North. Lovely. So they're now both going there, which means they're the same distance, so we shouldn't have balance problems. And I can delete this. And I'm going to get rid of that one, and in fact I'm going to get rid of this, that, and that. And hopefully we don't have ridiculous issues. Just let that just sort of generate. So I think that's all pretty good. Yeah, I think this should help now because we've got 4, and they're both going to the same one, and there's 4 of those as well. So we are supplying 8 in each of those, 5 in each of the trucks. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty good. Happy with that. Okay, how are the buses going? Are they? I don't see many buses moving around. Oh no, they're moving. Yeah, they're moving. Are the buses all? Let's check it. Let's just quickly check a bus. So this guy's got 12. He's got 12. Everyone's got 12. If we click on one of the stops, where are the bus stops? Here's one. And he's got heaps of people waiting. So they're each waiting to go to a different destination. So we need the double-decker buses ASAP. This guy over here is now getting quite a bit, which is lovely. It's good supply, so we don't need to do this. And we're doing well. I actually think it's going quite well now. It got a bit dodgy there when we started putting the train line in, but now that we've duplicated the train line, the final thing we'll do now is we will fix this up. Let's fix this like this. I could even, yeah, that's quite nice actually. Geez, I could leave that like that and just see little overtaking lane. Do we need to do that? Let's leave that and see if that does anything. So we'll do a semaphore. Sorry, pre-semaphore, and here we'll do, here we'll go that way, then this way and this way, so they're both heading out. And over here we'll do a semaphore, pre, and standard. Okay, if you unpause the game, if you do your signalling wrong, the train will eventually say, I don't know where I'm going. And you get a little freak out. At the moment, it's all good. These guys are loading up. Speed 3, watch them load up. Yes, at the moment what's holding us back is the length of the stations. But it was very early on that I set all this up and I didn't want to fork out for the big stations. And in fact, when I swap this to a longer station, I will also swap him to more platforms. Especially this one. I think we'll max this guy out pretty early on. Okay, so this has been a really good episode. I've been happy with this one, actually. This is where it starts to launch a little bit. Research is coming along. We've turned the alternative bus route. We've freed up all of this land. We've balanced the Gwalia situation out beautifully, and look at that. Train arriving, hardly any backlog of the... Well, backlog only just started then. They're all good. New products supplied, brand new wood planks, which are backlogging, which is nice. And it's been pretty good. Don't forget to leave your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Stitch Up. If you've asked for a shout out in any of the any of the videos up until now, please bear with me. I'm trying to record a backlog so that when I go away on leave, I'll have a video every couple of days in this series for you guys while I'm away for a week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voxel Tycoon with passengers. Cheers.